Hi there, I'm Kat Corbett, and we are live from the KROQ Coachella House. And bless their souls, but Alex and Lynn from the band PVRIS have done the early morning set and have joined us here at the house. So welcome, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I know you played the Roxy last night in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
None of us could go because we all had to set up this house and get everything in order. But that place is legendary and awesome. And how did it go?
It was amazing.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
We on our very first tour ever back in 2013,
Yeah,
was
13.
it? We opened a show at the Roxy.
Who are you opening for?
This band is Skylit Drive.
Okay.
It's like a pretty heavy tour.
Yeah.
There's like 5 bands on the bill.
Wow.
But yeah,
Ago.
so that was the last time we'd played there.
So you came back victorious as a headliner.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Made it to the top.
I love it. No, because that's what you're working for.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, we talk to a lot of bands. Sometimes they just give up before they've even gotten to that point. So it's like, kudos to you guys. I want to talk about, I was saying earlier, I was a little terrifying that I was going to be interviewing you because you are from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Specifically Lowell, home of Betty Davis and Jack Kerouac. Awesome lineage. I've known many bands from Lowell, but my Boston accent is in danger of coming back wicked bad by being around YouTube.
We don't really have them.
You're like kind of in that zone where.
Wait, really?
No. I'm saying like you kind of like you shoot it a little bit,
Okay.
right?
Maybe.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on, Alex, give me something.
No, I don't have any money.
Wicked.
I was like, Wicked's the only
pissa.
thing I could think of. That's like.
I feel like my mom and my dad have really thick Boston accents,
Yeah.
but I kind of had it right there by a little bit.
Well, this thing's by osmosis. Like I can't watch The Departed and then go on the radio because I will be a complete mess because I just absorb it immediately. So
When you're like I'm kind of scared. I was like, why? But I understand now.
I was like, I'm kind of scared.
I'm a little scared.
I'm kind of scared.
I'm a little scared.
I'm a little scared, kid. So you're on your second album, and you know, I was reading a lot about you guys in your past, and you've kind of like come through all these evolutions of what you are today, and coming through. And how does this album, It's All We Know of Heaven, All We Need of Hell, how does this feel to you? Does this feel like you're like, this is it, this is our spot of where we feel good?
What do you think?
Um,
I feel like we're always going to be evolving and always shifting
Yeah.
and changing, and because we all have so many, like our music taste is so diverse. So I feel like we're constantly going to be pulling from different inspirations, and that will just naturally come across in the music. But I don't know. I feel like our music will always, like, the integrity and the intention behind it will always be the same. But I think we're not afraid to kind of evolve sonically and production-wise and concept-wise.
Okay, let's start off when you were small. What was your first instrument, Alex? Like, when did you start?
I mean, the very first thing I ever played musical-wise was a keyboard, but guitar was my very first love for music.
Was it a Fisher-Price keyboard? Are there pictures of little Alex with
And this was only 12 years ago.
Okay.
I was 12 years old.
And
when
you
I
just were
started.
like, boom. Wow. Okay. I like that.
That's crazy to say 12 years ago that you were 12.
You're right.
Because I feel like I used to say that, when I was 12, and I was like, that was like 5 years ago.
I still think.
I'm like, wait, no.
I still think 2003 is like 10 years ago.
Yeah, it feels crazy.
Everybody does that. But when did you, so Lynn, when did you start singing or kind of, were you always singing as a child?
No, I was like terrified to sing until like really recently.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but I grew up, I had an older brother, and I was always just kind of copying whatever he did. And he got really into like rock bands when I was in middle school and he was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so during that time, I kind of started picking up guitar. And when he wasn't home, I would go into his room and steal his guitar and try and play it, and then get it like severely out of tune, and then leave it and pretend that I didn't play it. And he'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Oh my God, you're like stepbrothers.
Kind of.
You're touching
Did you touch my drum set? Did you touch my guitar? But no, he really got me into music, and in high school joined my first band, and that's kind of when I started singing. It was like a super heavy band, or not super heavy, it was like
That's pretty heavy.
But they had like I was the clean singer of it, or whatever you would like to call it, and didn't know what I was doing and just kind of got thrown into it, but
But you did it.
just kept doing it.
I mean, you just went out there and did it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
And now I really enjoy it and love singing.
Good, because you guys sound amazing, even just that two-piece. I want to talk about Warped Tour, because you guys, Warped Tour, it's in its last year, and there are so many bands that have played Vans Warped Tour that have, gotten their start and, toured around. I mean, that's really kind of the boot camp sometimes for a lot of smaller bands, and so it makes a lot of us truly sad that it is, the last year of that. So maybe you could tell me a little bit about your experience when you were doing a Warped Tour show.
We had a great time on it. I feel like it really kind of skyrocketed things for us a lot, and everybody on the tour, including Lisa, who's right over there, who's one of the head honchos at Warped Tour. They were just like so accommodating and just really looked after us, and it was a really positive experience for us personally.
Yeah.
But
did you do multiple dates, or were you just doing?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
We actually kind of evolved.
Yeah. In the progression of 4 years, we just did more and more of Warped Tour.
Yeah, like the first year we did one acoustic date. The second year we did 2 dates. We won a battle of the bands thing. We played Massachusetts and Connecticut, and then the following year we played 2 weeks, and then the year after that we played the entire thing.
So you guys actually are kind of like the prototype, which I think, I can't speak for Kevin Lyman and Vans Warped Tour, but how they pictured that festival to be is like you guys, like starting off small and graduating to all these different levels. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome. Before I let you go, I know you guys were, I just talked to your pal Nick there, and he told me about a new Playboy article that just came out, and I haven't had a chance to read it.
Oh, yeah.
But he said it was amazing, so maybe you could give us a little idea of what might be in it, so if people out there want to read it.
It's actually Alex. Just full. Spread eagle. No, one of my friends shoots for them sometimes, and I was out getting coffee with her, and we were just working on stuff, and she's like, "Would you do a shoot with Playboy?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" And it was amazing. It was a great experience. It was actually, I didn't know what to expect going into it. I felt like I would maybe be pressured to kind of do things that I didn't want to do, or just present myself as something that wasn't really me, and it was the complete opposite. They were literally just showed up on the shoot. They were like, do whatever you want, wear whatever you want, do whatever makes you feel confident, what makes you feel great, and it's amazing, and that's what Playboy is all about. So
right. So you felt confident as a woman, and I didn't even realize that aspect of it. It was just I was kind of reading some of the actual dialogue that was going on, and it just seemed really cool perspective about you and about women today, and female-fronted bands, and so I think it seems like a really good article for people to dive into.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Good. That makes me happy that you had a good experience with that.
It was amazing. It was one of the best.
Good.
Ever.
It's got I'm not going to knock it. That magazine's gone through an evolution, and it has certainly helped a lot of things like free speech, freedom of speech, and stuff like that. But I think the new version of it, especially highlighting someone like you, is fantastic.
Yeah,
so
it was an honor.
So Alex and Lynn from PVRIS, thank you for stopping by the house today.
Anytime.
Thank you for having us.
I don't know what you're doing. I hope you get to take a nap. Maybe a dip in the pool.
That pool is so nice.
They're playing the Gobi tent at 3:45 today here at Coachella, and so we'll see you later on campus.
Awesome.
See you. I'm trying to get some oatmeal.
Oatmeal?
Yeah.
I don't know about oatmeal, but I can get you a Heineken and a flotation device that looks like a slice of pizza.
Yeah, pizza floating.
We'll see what we can do. Thank you for coming, you guys.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.